notes, thank God. So the reason why I'm up here talking is it is now the second leading cause of cancer in women. The human papillomavirus is spreading like wildfire, and I'm just going to be blunt. I tell women all the time, go get your HPV screens with your pap smears because it's a hider, it hides. And if you don't know you got it, you're walking around with it, you're going to end up with cancer down the line if it's the high strains, because it's an 85% chance of getting cancer from it. It's pretty high. So she's been through it, I've gone through it, and ours are a little bit different. Hers was a later stage than mine. But if I would have let mine go and just ignored my symptoms, I probably wouldn't be here today to talk to you all, for sure. I'd have been gone. So I have a group of two ladies that are joining me constantly. We've lost a lot of women. Beautiful, beautiful young ladies are gone. And they're in their 20s and 30s. So I had a chat with my doctor and I said, listen, I need you to be honest with me since we're so close, and we're very close, her and I, we're like sisters. I said, I need you to be honest with me about Gardasil shots, HPV, and all these people getting cancer, what's going on here. She told me that by the time people are 13 to 14 years of age, they've already been exposed to a lot of the viruses that are out there already. The best time to give these kids their shots are 9, 10, 11, 12, before they become already exposed. So that's why we're seeing girls that are sometimes 19, 20, going into the ER, getting turned away, because doctors say, oh, you've had your shots. How can you have cancer? You've had your shots. Go home. You know, go, you're fine. And some of these girls are going back in the ER, doubled over, passing out, saying, I am in pain. I'm in desperate pain. Can you please check me? And they're begging for somebody to look at them. So when they look at them, they're full of cancer. They're full of cancer. Cervical, and it spreads. So my doctor told me to please give everybody another message. When you go to a doctor, make sure your care is very, very carefully cared for. Because if you're like a stage 1B1 and your tumor's over a 4, she won't touch you. For the fact that they open you up, it spreads through your organs quickly because it's viral related, so it grows fast. It's not slow, trust me. I'm 4 months, it grew that fast. My HPV is gone right now. When they did the surgery, it's not showing up. So mine right now is not there. But some women, they're still constantly fighting that, so they have to constantly worry about the cancer coming back, reoccurrences. Like I said, you need to go out there and you need to tell every single person in your family, your friends, your grandma, your mom, your sister, your daughter. It's their lives. And right now we're in an epidemic. They call it a worldwide epidemic right now. And I'm getting the chills, because it's bad. It's in different countries. They're talking about it. We have a girl named Julie Bradford on our site. She is 18, 19 right now. And they kept pushing the pap smears away. We don't need to check you. You're too young. Nothing's wrong with you. And by the time they found it, she was stage 1B2, radical hysterectomy already. And she's only 18 years old. And what's happening is the chemoradiation does damage to your insides. So a lot of times women cannot produce any more children. So you're talking in your 20s, 30s, you can have babies. You want to be a mom, right? How many girls grow up and say, I want to be a mom someday? Those chances are being taken away because these HPVs are causing havoc to our bodies, and it's also taking a toll on our minds and our spirits, seeing how many girls keep dying of this and suffering from this. There's women that are at our sites that see what goes on from time to time. I get my up days and my down days when I'm going, I cannot sit on this, I cannot let this go, I need to get it out in public, I need to tell everybody I can tell. I've done an article with BehindTheBadgeOC.com, I've also done an article with West Coast just this month. It came out. I went to go see the magazine publishers and people today. They said people are calling in from everywhere saying this story is amazing and it's affecting our lives. Like there's people we know that have it now. And this story is like all over the place. It's getting shared everywhere. Because I'm not going to sit home and lick my wounds and say, I'm not going to talk about this because this area that's being compromised by cancer is where babies are brought into the world, okay? So this area of our body is a beautiful place. It's a sacred place for beautiful babies, and these women can't have them. They can't have them. And this is sad. You could be in a relationship with a guy forever, okay, be married, and end up with this. It's not because this person or that person, it doesn't matter. HPVs are everywhere. 98% of us have them. We just got to go get it and get screened. It's really important. It's vital to our lives, to our families' lives, to our daughters, sisters, moms, and guys too. Guys are getting it too. I wrote to Dr. Phil, I said, it's gonna start affecting the stars. I told him last year, it's happening. We're getting famous people now are finally saying it on TV, it's HPV related. It's all over the place. Yes.
Does the doctor recommend the shots for their guys?
She recommends them for, even if you're like in your 20s, I mean, you're exposed most of the time. You can get them, but it won't protect you if you've already been exposed to the virus. But when you're 9, 10, 11, 12, she said those are the most sacred ages you can get them before they start getting, a little active and doing things.
Just still insist to be checked. You're not gonna call because they're turning you away because of it.
They're turning you away because you've had the shots thinking, oh, you're fine. You can't. We've given you these shots, and we've protected you from these strains. No, there's other strains. There's about, I don't know, there's hundreds of strains, but the really dangerous ones are the 18, the 16, like the 30. There's like you can get a list from your doctor. They'll give them to you when you go in and get your checkups. Guys, there's no way of checking them. They carry it. They're the carriers. We're the receivers. We can get multiple viruses. We have people that have 15 of them and they're active. They're all active right now. So they're fighting all of these different strains. And so, but I'm saying your reproductive organs and everything will get affected by this cancer. You will not have children anymore most of the time. You will not have a baby. And these girls are crying because they're 20s and 30s and saying, I can't be a mom to my own child because my insides have been fried and severed together from chemoradiation where it burns you inside. And it causes bladder problems, it causes pain. You're constantly in pain. Everything fuses together. Like me, for instance, for everything being taken out of me, I'm in pain all the time every day. I've got caps here where they severed all my arteries, everything, lymph nodes and everything were tied together and they're like in caps. And it hurts. This cancer is one of the worst ones to go out with. I've actually been on the phone with girls that are passing away as they're talking to me, and they're screaming and crying because it hurts so bad. And there's not a cocktail that can make them comfortable when they're going. So I'm urging everybody in this room that knows anybody, talk to them. Tell them, hey, have you had your checkups? Because when I talked to City of Hope the other day in the oncology department, there's girls going in there with high chemoradiation because they're already going in there in the later stages. We were told the other day by the oncologist ourselves. We asked her questions, she told us. And right now they're behind, Loma Linda's behind 6 months. City of Hope's behind what, 3? About 3 months right now because they're filling in with cervical cancer right now. It's piling in there. And the doctors are tired and they're exhausted. But at the same time, they're trying to save lives. So they're pushing people out in different places. Your treatments are crucial. Don't let your doctor do a radical hysterectomy if your tumor's over 4. Don't do it. You don't compromise your life because it spreads. Because it's viral related, it's not like a genetic, it's viral. So its speed goes through your body real fast. Before you know it, it's in your liver organs and everywhere. So I'm going to keep on campaigning and doing what I'm doing to save as many girls as I can because my heart is for you women out there and for you guys, because guys down the line are going to come down with symptoms and stuff too. It's going to start hitting them. So we all need to wake up and say, if we have a partner, be with your partner. You know, because there's a lot of stuff out there that we can get. It's all over the place. So my words to everybody is, please, I can't even say it enough. Like, don't let your sisters and your moms and your daughters pass away in front of you. It's a horrible way to see them die. You know. So, do you have any words?
And also, I don't know if you heard of DES daughters and the estrogen from the 70s that I guess our grandparents took, and also causes cervical cancer.
We're finding that out.
Yeah, so it has this, and this is my first time in a relay. It's the estrogen from the 70s that our grandparents or mothers took, and we would be the daughters of cervical cancer. And from my, also, if you're not happy with your doctor, go find another one. I fired 3 doctors. My first one denied me a pap smear. Well, it came back abnormal, and then they denied me a biopsy. So then I went to another doctor, and he did it and said it was cancer. And then they sent me to an oncologist who I fired because she wanted to do a hysterectomy, and I didn't like her bedside manners. So I went to City of Hope for a second opinion, and she did a body scan, and the cancer was in my lymph nodes. And I believe it was the size of a grapefruit going into my uterus, pushing all my kidneys and bladder. So if I would have done that hysterectomy, I probably would be dead. So go with your intuition, make sure you feel right with your doctor, and get your checkups and be in tune with your body.
I was gonna say, be your own advocate. I had to, and that's what saved me. Be your own advocate, ladies. Thank you.